An all-new Eye on the Bay in HD starts right now.
From the exotic island that very likely produced the flat panel that you're watching this program on in high definition, I'm Brian Hackney. From Taiwan, welcome to Eye on the Bay. Join us as we embark on an incredible adventure throughout the island of Taiwan. We'll explore by air. Whoa! We did it! Lift off! Oh my God, those bushes! Land. We're traveling at a peak speed of 186 miles an hour. That's about a football field every second. And see and discover the rich culture, people, and beauty of Taiwan. Now, before we get too deeply into this, you have to understand, none of us, not me, not our crew, has ever been to Taiwan before. In fact, we've never been to China, anywhere out here. So we went to the Director General from Taiwan in San Francisco and asked him for advice on the best place to go.
We offer a lot of choices of fine Chinese food. If you go to mainland China, then you have to visit different areas in order to savor their fine food. But in Taiwan, in just the city of Taipei, then you have all kinds of choice of Chinese food. Of course, traditional Taoism and Buddhism temples are of great interest to foreign visitors. So are night markets. In the central part of the island, I would suggest that you visit Salmon Lake. The San Francisco Chronicle and the National Geographic actually called it the Lake Tahoe of Taiwan.
We began with a direct flight from San Francisco International to Taiwan and started here in the city of Taipei at Freedom Square. It was built in 1981, and this enormous expanse of pavement will attract concerts and crowds because over there is the National Theater Hall and over here is the National Concert Hall. Beautiful examples of architecture, and just behind us once an hour, the changing of the guard. The plaza was built as a memorial to Chiang Kai-shek, the Chinese Nationalist Party leader. After losing power in China during the Chinese Civil War, he and about 2 million nationalist Chinese relocated to Taiwan. 23 million people live on the island. 98% of them are Han Chinese, meaning they came from the mainland, which is 120 miles that way.
Brian, China is in that way.
120 miles that way. Oh, by the way, that's our tour guide, Ivy Chen. Kids, of course, come here to take field trips. What are these kids about to do? They're going to march down these steps and say, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're learning their math, counting their total number of steps on the memorial, 89. That's how old Chiang Kai-shek was when he died. There's a lot to see on this island, but there is one site you cannot miss, literally. Taipei 101, for 6 years, the tallest building on Earth. The building was designed with something very specific in mind. Remind you of anything? Have a look at it from here, and from here. It was designed to look like bamboo, with each sprout unfolding from the one below it. 8 tapered tiers in all. The building does hold one record. Climb aboard the elevator and then hang on, because we're about to go at a speed of 1,000 meters a minute, and we're going to go 89 floors in 40 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, the fastest elevator on Earth. From the observation deck on the 91st floor, we're a third of a mile high. What a view. Oh, one thing the crew and I noticed and discussed more than anything else so far in Taiwan, the incredible number of scooters zipping and zooming in and out of traffic like swarms of killer bees. There are 23 million people in Taiwan. There are 15 million of these. Now this is a very popular stretch near downtown Taipei. built in the 1850s because it was so close to the port. It was an exporter of that most popular of all Chinese products, tea. But it has become the most popular grocery store in all of Taipei, stretching for half a mile. It's got everything. I mean, if you want total immersion in the Taiwan culture, Dihua Street is right up your alley. Taipei is a modern city, and yet tucked in between all of the commercial enterprises and the towering skyscrapers are little reminders of the long history of religion on the island. 93% of Taiwanese worship some form of Buddhism. Longshan Temple stands to worship Buddha and other divine spirits. It has stood for more than 230 years. It's one of the oldest and most important of the 15,000 temples on the island of Taiwan. No matter the time of day, you're sure to see hundreds of worshipers paying tribute to more than 160 deities enshrined here. So Longshan is the old temple of worship, but now with many things in your very home probably made in the city of Taipei, you can make a strong case that the new temple of worship, the new place where people come to acquire the gods of acquisitiveness, is in 16,500 square feet of that, the Guanghua Market. What can you find inside? There are 6 floors of retail therapy inside this enormous warehouse, and because so many of the world's electronics are made right here in this town, you can actually haggle over the price of a laptop. It's that wish, that desire to find some kind of a bargain here that really brings people out in the thousands every day to 6 floors of this electronics workhouse. And you know what happens when you rummage through everything that's here? You work up a heck of an appetite. And that's perfect, because there's no better place than Taiwan for varied cuisine. Themed restaurants, specialty restaurants, fabulous food. That's next, as Eye on the Bay's trip to Taiwan continues. Welcome back to Eye on the Bay. I'm Brian Hackney in downtown Taipei on the island of Taiwan. And what they say about this town is that for every 5 steps you take, there are 3 snack shops and 1 restaurant. And one of the best restaurants that stands head and shoulders above the rest is named, Ivy?
Tai Fung.
What she said. An award-winning restaurant, Tai Fung has become world famous for their dumplings.
This is fish dumplings. Those are crab and pork.
And this is shrimp dumplings?
Yes, shrimp xiao mai. We call it xiao mai.
Okay. Xiao mai.
Yes.
Every dumpling is handmade to order, precisely rolled, weighed, and folded. Visitors can watch the process unfold through this window. How many chefs do you have back there?
How many chefs? I think it's about 15 to 20.
This is Karen, by the way. Karen works here at the restaurant.
Yes.
And they must make thousands.
Of course, over thousands.
Tai Fung also serves a variety of other dishes, like savory soup, spicy pickled cucumbers, shrimp fried rice, and drunken chicken. And with prices starting around a few dollars an item, the restaurant's an economical stop to grab a bite. So the sweet and the savory, and you have it all. This is just lovely, really nicely. Thank you so much for making all this for us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And what better way to finish a meal than with a little tea? At Chun Shui Tang Tea House, the menu includes black tea, iced oolong, even tea latte. But most people come in for a very special drink. You are looking at the most popular snack drink in all of Taiwan. And the name of this most popular snack drink in all of Taiwan is, what do you call it?
Pearl milk tea.
Pearl milk tea.
Pearl milk tea.
This is Angela, and Angela knows exactly where this was invented. Where was this invented?
It was invented here.
It was. It was invented in this very restaurant. And you call it pearl milk tea because The tapioca balls at the bottom look like little pearls.
Yeah, just like little black pearls.
These innovative drinks and a relaxed atmosphere make this tea house a perfect place to enjoy a Taiwan treat. Now, to get to a Taipei tea house, you would have to climb aboard a plane and fly all the way over here. But what if I told you could get on a plane without going through security, without checking your luggage, without doing anything but show up, walk through this door, grab your boarding pass, 谢谢, and step aboard. For some airplane food? Well, now wait, it's not airplane food, it's an airplane theme. The name of this restaurant is A380, and they're kind of capitalizing on the popularity of the A380 jetliner. Thank you so much. Yes, yes. And even though this looks like the traditional spread on an airplane, the food is great. This is the seafood plate. I mean, that really looks scrumptious. I've never had anything like that on an airplane. But if you want something a little more upscale, first class is right over there, which they reserve for the more upscale clients, and occasionally they have business meetings there. From the clocks with the different time zones along the wall to the windows above the diners, Restaurant A380, it's really got this airport theme down. Fun as that is, maybe you want to head somewhere far away from the hustle and bustle of downtown Taipei. And if that's what you have in mind, I don't think you could find any spot on this island that is as unique as this restaurant. Located on more than 12 stunning acres, visitors can leisurely dine surrounded by lush forests, tranquil ponds, and a stunning mountain backdrop. Shiyang Culture Restaurant is one of the island's most popular spots.
One night, maybe they serve 300 people.
300 people a night?
Yeah, yes.
Spread out through all of the tea houses.
Yes.
Very tranquil, very peaceful looking. When we look in on other people eating, it seems like such a beautiful setting.
This restaurant is very special. They have only 4 menus per year. That's according to the season, spring, summer, autumn, and winter.
Every dish is created from the freshest local ingredients, artfully plated, and presented to the guest. Now just watch this. Wow.
It's a lotus chicken soup.
That's beautiful. Wow, how cool. Appetizers, sashimi, and seafood are just a few of the 10 courses served over 3 hours. Are you getting full?
Close to there.
Now, like every place that has had this much success and is so popular, you can't exactly just show up. If you want a weekend reservation, it's a month in advance. And if you happen to be in this neck of the woods in Taiwan during the week, well, then maybe just 7 days advance notice. And you, too, can be among the lucky people that get to sample this exquisite cuisine.
Brian explores Taipei's nightlife, coming up next.
Welcome back to Eye on the Bay as our tour of Taiwan continues. I'm Brian Hackney, and if you think Taipei is busy during the day, just wait until night. Crowded streets and colorful lights breathe new life into the city, and we discovered that there's enough after-dark activities to keep you moving till dawn. One of the more unusual venues at night in Taiwan is actually buried in a shopping mall. You come off the street, down these stairs, and then you come face to face with one of the hottest venues in downtown Taipei. Everybody has heard about the Wall. This intimate music space is one of the best indie venues in Taiwan. The Wall hosts some of the biggest bands on the island. Tonight, the band Skinny Girl takes the stage. Grab a cocktail, sit back, and enjoy some homegrown music.
Wait! Now for something completely different.
This popular spot offers night owls a drastic change of pace, literally.
Come in, relax, read, browse. That's what they specialize in the elite bookstore. This bookstore has a special distinction. It was the first one in the world open 24 hours a day. They opened in 1989. They continue to have that distinction in Taiwan. And you know the great thing about this approach is that while a lot of young people around the world will go out and hang out at bars at midnight, this is encouraging young people instead to come in and read. I mean, look at them all. In this one bookstore, they have 5,000 types of magazines and 250,000 books. Now, this is my idea of a lovely way to spend the evening, but quite a bit of the rest of Taipei is not in a relaxed, sedate bookstore.
Our next stop takes us into the heart of the city to an after-hours experience that Taiwan is famous for.
They do it 7 nights a week from 5 o'clock at night until 2 o'clock in the morning. This is the Shilin Street Market. What is the Shilin Street Market? Chaos! This is part street carnival, it's part food mart, it's part Walmart. You can eat anything here, you can buy anything here, you can see anything here. It's totally crowded. It is thick with people. Why are these street markets so popular?
It's a whole year round like this. If you come on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it will be 5 times crowded.
Five times worse than this? Why do people come out here? What's the point?
The street can tell itself. You see so many things and so attractive for people coming here for shopping. Everything is very cheap, reasonable price.
Yeah.
That's the reason why people would like to come here.
From fashion to fun, there are countless things to see and to buy.
You name it, they've got it.
But the Shilin Night Market is best known for its snacks. Vendors line the streets selling an unbelievable array of food. Dumplings, sausages, oyster omelets, and other more exotic fare.
For example, you can find very special snacks for Chinese.
Those look like chicken feet.
Chicken feet.
Those are chicken feet?
And duck wing.
Duck wing. Those look like duck bills.
Duck tongue.
Duck tongue?
Yes.
What does duck tongue taste like? Very good?
Very good, yes. Just like these are all the snacks are just like popcorn for you.
Popcorn for me is duck tongue for you?
Yes.
Interesting. And then I hear about this dish called stinky tofu.
Brian, did you smell something special?
That is stinky.
That's our famous smelly tofu.
Smelly tofu.
Yes. Every Chinese people fancy about it.
Why would you eat something smelly?
Do you want to try it to yourself? Then?
Oh my God, I just got a whiff of it. Woo! That is stinky. That is stinky, man.
Unforgettable.
Unforgettable. That stinky tofu. Oh!
Yay! 拍拍手，拍拍手。Yay!
谢谢，谢谢. It's good. It's not bad. It's not good. It's not bad.
It's good. I promise you.
More from Taipei as Eye on the Bay's Taiwan adventure continues.
Welcome back to Eye on the Bay. I'm Brian Hackney. We're wrapping up our first look at Taiwan by visiting Ximending, which is kind of wow, kind of now hip shopping center for the very young. In which category, alas, I do not qualify, but they do, and there's plenty of them here. This is where you'll find Taipei's young trendsetters shopping, dining, and strutting through a pedestrian market stretching off in every direction like the tentacles of an octopus. It is an exciting place, and there's probably enough excitement for our first night. And if you want more information about anything that you've seen during the course of the show, log on to our website, cbs5.com/Eye on the Bay. We're going to continue the series of programs from Taiwan all week, so I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. I'm Brian Hackney, over and out from Taiwan. I mean, Saijin.
Tonight's Eye on the Bay, sponsored by the Taiwan Tourism Bureau. Promotional consideration provided by EVA Airways.